Alright you guys, we did a video yesterday talking about Piggy Book 2 Chapter 6 and we revealed a lot in that. You guys had some amazing theories and I'm going to be checking out more of your theories in today's video. But we got a brand new hint from Minitoon, so sit back, relax, and let's just dive straight into it. So I first off want to say that if you are hyped for Chapter 6, make sure to smash that like button. It is much appreciated and shows your support. So Minitoon put out our very first hint for Chapter 6, so we're going to be going over this, breaking it down. He also replied on Twitter, which maybe this reveals something. We'll be looking behind it. So Minitoon put out a tweet saying, "Ahoy everyone, I've been asked for this quite a lot. So here's a hint." And check out these emojis that we have here. So the first one we have a police siren, the next one we have an ambulance, then we have a wolf, which that must stand for Willow, right? Then we also have a fire, and then we have brick. So I'm going to be breaking this down, also pointing out some things on what this could possibly mean. So let's go ahead and get this started. So now I definitely think the first one means some type of an alarm. So alarm might be going off. Again, we're thinking that if chapter 6 actually picks up where we left off and it ended with us kind of approaching Willow in that, all right, it's time Willow, we're tired of this and we're going to fight Willow. So maybe Willow is the bot for the first few bits of chapter 6, but we do have to remember that this sort of siren and ambulance would play a big role into getting help for Giraffe. Now I want to point out something here that's going to blow your mind, which this was actually a prediction slash theory, which I believe is 100% right, and let's go ahead and talk about this quickly. So the Rocket Doctor put a comment on yesterday's video and said Z and Zuzi are going to get everybody's stuff from the safe place, which is actually confirmed because we know that Z and Zuzi said they're going to go gather the supplies from the safe place. And then he also said that here is why they say this. In Piggy Intercity, going to the safe place shows that everybody's clothes are gone. I don't remember if everyone's important photos and notes are gone, but I believe they are. We know that Intercity is canon, so it's not out of the question, which makes 100% sense because the clothes are gone in Piggy Intercity, and we do know that it appears that Piggy Intercity is taking place after the infection, so this has already been cleared out by the time you play Piggy Intercity. So this is very interesting because you do meet those two NPCs characters and they say like, hey, look, we're just kind of here and you know all the survivors are gone basically, and they were there after everything went down. So this is very interesting and very key that now we kind of know who took all the supplies from the safe place, and that is Z and Zuzi. So next up we want to talk about the emoji of the wolf. Now this wolf can be two things. The only wolves that we think are actually in the game is going to be Willow, obviously, and then William. So we do know that something did happen to William. So yeah, I mean, if you were to say that this is William, this looks like a massive thing dedicated to William as far as all the emojis. William is, you know, in the hospital. William is also caught in a fire. William is also outside throwing bricks around and being a mean neighbor. No, I'm kidding. So I definitely think that Willow is going to be a major key in this chapter 6. Then we also have a fire. So who knows what this fire would actually be? I mean, playing chapter 5, we do see a lot of pipes. We hear a lot of knocking noises, and these pipes are right underground, running up through the walls. Now, I do want to point out that when Willow shoots the gun in the trailer, the wall behind Willow is completely different from the wall that is actually in the actual game ending. So who's to say that Willow won't shoot? It may go through the wall, hit one of the pipes that are running up from down in the basement all the way up, and starts a fire. And in that time, maybe Z and Zuzi crash through the wall with an ambulance and takes you and Giraffe pretty much off. So yeah, now as far as the brick, I don't know what the brick means. Maybe, you know, the shot goes through the brick wall. There's just some thoughts on this one, but chapter 6 is going to be amazing. And again, we do know that in this chapter, hopefully we learn more about Willow. Hopefully we'll learn a bit more about Pony, because Pony knows some stuff about Willow. Also, Tigrery will possibly play a big role in this, as Tigrery is right behind Willow, and I don't think Tigrery is going to be helping Willow fight you. And again, if I was writing the story, I would totally say Willow has had a big rise up to the top. Now it's time to kind of bring Willow a little bit down. So maybe something happens to Willow. Maybe the place gets caught on fire and we leave Willow there and we think Willow's dead, but Willow is not dead and comes back again as a boss. That would be very cool. Now we have about 3 scenes left. So we have like the pony scene in the snow. We also have the boat scene, and we also have that so-called cure scene. Now it's funny because that door is broken down. So who's to say that maybe this last final skin isn't William? Just a thought. Or maybe Willow actually has this potion or cure in her office due to the fact that there was a note in chapter 5 saying that Willow is hiding something in the office. They're gonna figure it out. So maybe Tiggery actually like brings up something like, hey, I found this in your office. What is this? And then Tiggery and Willow fights in chapter 6. But those are just a few theories there, but those are the hints that we have firstly for the chapter. So let's go ahead and go over some predictions that you all put down below in the comments. So this first one was by Galaxy Roblox, and they said, my theory, Pony and Mimi and Georgie carrying Giraffe to some sort of ambulance to the hospital, because the hint Minitoon gave is kind of like a hospital type. Meanwhile, Willow and us have a gun battle. We might have damage or I guess Willow's gun. After defeating her, we will be burning the prison down, Tiggery, and we escape. So on the fire emoji, it shows that the gunfire Willow can do damage to you. Just a theory. So that's just a thought there, but I definitely think that is going to be a battle between us and possibly Tiggery in there too, but Tiggery probably will help us out, I think. Now we got one by Blastozoid Studios, and they said, my theory is I think something happens to the group. Pony gets split up and the others go in the ship. The TSP members all get infected and then get possessed like Mary, and so does Willow. That is very interesting. I really love that a lot, and maybe those 2 scenes are like things being split up, so that's also something to take in account. Wow, I like that. It's Caden Game says, Piggy Book 2 Chapter 6, Willow might be the one chasing us when we play the new chapter. Bunny is at the ending of Chapter 6. First cutscene, Willow turns infected. Ooh, imagine if they start that out. That would be a fire episode to start out with. So they also said subscribe to Big B Stats and also use star code Big B2. Also subscribe to Piggy Movies. Oh, I really appreciate that, buddy. Thank you so much. Barnaby says, theory, Tiggery literally backstabs Willow. Tiggery sacrifices himself as him and Willow will get infected. Oh my goodness. So yeah, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Really looking forward to this chapter. I'm going to be keeping you guys up to date with a lot. I'm also going to be covering some things on specific characters like Mari or Mary, so be on the lookout for it. But thank you all so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like and share it. Also feel free to subscribe for more, and if you're new, and if you want to show your further support, you can always use star code BigB2 when purchasing Robux or Premium. And I will see you in the next one.